This is inside the footwell. That's my brake pedal. You can see the switch. Now look way up high. You're going to see it here in a moment. There's a rod that goes through the casting, and there appears to be some bushings. Yeah, you can see the flex. Hopefully you can hear the noise. So yeah, see that movement right there? So those nylon bushings, I got to get those out. I think I can find them easily enough. They're about 20 bucks. And put some new bushings in there. You'd be surprised when you're driving and you're going over bumps. It's kind of loud. A little bit of play. Up and down about 1/4 of an inch. I just think that when it goes over bumps and if you don't have your foot on the brake at all, you kind of hear that rattle noise. There's a couple bushings way up in there. They look really hard to get at. Bushings appear to be 20 bucks. So anyway, not the end of the world, but I'm curious if I can get at those bushings, change them, and get rid of some of that slop in the brake pedal. Okay, what's going on today? I'm going to take this door off. Not sure if they've ever been off. You can see I got it unplugged right there. I still have it latched there. The window's down, the mirror's in. So hopefully I can pull that off. Then I want to take the driver's seat out because I want to have room to get in there. And I'm going to give it a Boy Scout effort to try to get the pivot shaft out of the brake pedal way up underneath the dash. Very difficult. And try to install the new bushings that I have. So what the hell, give it a shot. Mine seems to be a little different than Mike's. We couldn't find clips on the end of the pivot shaft on Mike's. Mine, I can just see a distinctive C-clip, so we'll see what happens. Stand by. Okay, as sometimes happens when these have never been taken off before, there's a little bit of work, but put some lubricant in there. I have those Delrin sleeves to put in if I wanted to, but I think I'm gonna use them on Recon 1. These are in great shape. Folded up that foam mat, put it underneath my knee so that I could get in this position and use my knee and push upward and keep rotating it. And the door came off good. So obviously the other 3 need to be done too. But for now, I just want to have as much room as I can to lay on the floor there. The next thing will be taking this seat out. I have 2 electrical plugs. I do have a heated seat. So that's one. And I got to get the other one unplugged as well. And if you really want to take the seat completely out of the Jeep, have to get a Torx and undo that Torx right here for the seat belt. Okay, they use Loctite on this little bolt. It's a Torque 40. Your little Torx kit that comes with the Jeep has the bit that you need. No problem. $18 mil, 2 in the front, 2 in the rear. Loctite for sure. You can see that the seat belt is removed. It's just hanging right here out of the way. The 2 bolts in the front. Now keep in mind, I do have 1 electrical connector still plugged in, but I want to be able to pivot the seat back a little. So I move the seat forward and you have 2 18 millimeter bolts in the back as well. There we go. Okay, you can see the 2 plugs, 1 on the left, 1 on the right. No problem. I'm going to keep the little bracket. A lot of times in the past, I would remove that little bracket right there, let the plugs just hang on the floor, but it wasn't so bad. So we're going to leave that alone. So all the bolts are out. Should be able to get this seat out. All right, cleaned up the carpet good. Got rid of the chewing gum and all the coins underneath this thing. You never know, man. But I got a rubber mat now, another foam mat I'm going to lay in here. And hopefully that gives me all the room I need. Still won't be easy. We'll get a flashlight way under there. See if I can get a C-clip off and see what we can do. There's a look at the bushings right there. They don't look like much, but once again, and hear that noise? When you go over bumps, that's what you hear. It's just a thud sound, but look up in there, you can see there's play in that. And it's just obviously the bushings are worn. All right, you can see that bar going across. And way up in there on the left side of the screen is a C-clip. Now this is very difficult. Also, you'll notice an electrical plug down towards the middle of the brake pedal. That's your brake light switch. And then there's also another little clip if you wanted to take the pedal completely out. That goes to your rod, which goes into your master cylinder through the firewall. So that's what you have. On the left side of the screen, that's your plug for your doors. That's obviously been unplugged because I removed the driver's side door. All right, there's the clip. We'll see what happens. It was extremely hard. Some of it with a screwdriver, some of it hooking with this. I had to really pull to get that off. So I'm hoping now that I can slide the bar, I'll show you here shortly with a video, over to the driver's side enough to take the bar out. We'll see. Okay, you can see the bar now. Look towards the bottom of the screen. There's a hole in the aluminum. I'm hoping that hole is big enough so that the bar will slide right out and go into that hole. We'll see. I got to mess around with it. All right, guys. You can see how the bar is pushing through. So that side still has a clip. I may have to take that clip off too. I'm hoping that I can get it to slide far enough over. We'll see here shortly. But you can see that getting that clip off has allowed the pivot shaft to come out. Brutal. Okay, guys, look. You can see how on the left side of the screen I can get my fingernail underneath the bushing. The bushings have slots in them, so I may be able to just pull that out like that on both sides and then reinstall it and push it over. I'm very close. We're making some progress here. There you go. There's a look at it. See the bushing where I'm shining the light right there? I already got it out about 1/4 of an inch. So I'm going to reach up in there. This would be the passenger side one. Keep in mind, there's one over on the driver's side. So all I did was just pull the shaft out maybe a 1/2, 3/4 of an inch. We'll see if this works without having to remove the pivot shaft completely. Excuse me, this is the original bushing. So you can see it has a slot in it like that. But notice all the wear marks inside there. So I'm hoping when I do a comparison that the new one is thicker. Again, this is just the first one. Now you'll notice it has a slot. I think the idea is I can open it up on this side and put it over. So for example, right now the shaft is through it like this. Okay, how the screwdriver is. So if I can pull the driver's side off, put the driver's side back in, push this over. This side here, the driver's side has that clip on it. Then just reinstall the clip on the passenger side of it. So let's do a comparison here. Hopefully these are close. Seem to be. Looks like I'm a little thicker on the new one, which is great. That's what we want. Yeah, that thing's paper thin right there. Wow. All right. See if I can get that one in. Okay, there's the driver's side one. You can see all the wear marks. So the pin is still in there. It's definitely off center. So I'm going to try to get this one around it first. Then I got to reposition it and get the second one. So we'll see how it goes. You can see I kind of have it started, but I got to get that thing to go in a lot farther. And it's definitely fighting me. So I don't know if I got to get a little pry in there and try to slide it over, but it's definitely fighting me. All right, 2 hours later, absolute disaster job. Ended up only getting one new bushing in. I got some improvement, not as much as I wanted. There must be a difference in the tolerances. Just so frustrating. Very difficult. You know, the brake pedal's on tension. Just a disaster. So anyway, A for effort. They don't all work out. That's what I'll say, man. But I did get it apart. Just that the new bushings couldn't get them in and couldn't get the pivot shaft through. They're too thick, so I don't know. Had to put a stock one back in there. So getting ready to put this seat back in.